Visit us at podlanderpresents.com to find information on all of our shows.
That's a good omen. Yeah. That's a good omen.
Well, since we're now down to omens. Oh, I'm excited about that, especially with the little bit of orange juice I still have in my... Oh my God. The Foley's amazing.
Why is that so funny? Oh,
I don't know.
Because we're high.
Well, it also just sounds really good.
Yeah, it does.
Here we are.
Here we go again. To watch Outlander. Welcome to Podlander, Drunkcast, and Outlander podcast. I'm Allison.
I'm Julie.
And we are back, baby.
We're back, bitch.
We're so back. Guys, we're so back. I had what I consider to be the post-season 2 optimal Outlander viewing experience.
Go on.
Which is, I was only a little bit mad, and most of it was really great.
Yeah.
And I was a little high.
Yeah.
And I got to watch it with you.
And it was a nice day outside, and it was just
and Tobias Menzies.
Yes!
Just a little dollop.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Not even the tip. Just a soupçon.
A ghost. A smug ghost.
A smug ghost.
So here we are, back for season 8. The premiere of season 8, episode 1. The Soul of a Rebel.
The Soul of a Rebel.
And it was written by Sarah Haught.
Yes.
And directed by Jan, I never heard the last name.
Pulling it up now. Jan Matthews?
Allison did a little research into some of the other episodes that person directed, and they're all good.
Right now.
So exciting.
Chrome is not cooperating, but I will say, I will confirm his name in just a second, but he also directed episodes 13 and 14 of season 7, which are... You Didn't Get Used to It as episode 14, and I cannot remember the title of episode 13 right now, but but they were both really good. Mm-hmm. It was John is in spy mode.
Right. And the Hessian is involved in one of these.
Yes, the 2-episode arc ends with Ian and John having to go rescue William.
That's right, road trip.
Yeah, the we and Woad twip.
Yep. And then the other one has fucking Jamie punching Lord John's eye out. Right? Or Claire fixing his eye.
Claire fixing his eye.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
And some good present day stuff too. That's the warmer, colder.
Oh no.
Colder.
All right. So what's his last name?
Still can't find it. Chrome is still frozen. Okay. But Sarah Haught also directed a really good episode, which is wrote a really good episode, which is Lord John and Claire sleep together.
Oh, she wrote that?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been very fun.
Okay. So...
Hold on.
I mean, very griefy, but also very fun. Jan Mathis.
Good job, dude.
Yes.
Even though...
And those episodes that he directed in season 7 were Hello, Goodbye, and then You Didn't Get Used to It, which was the Diana episode of that season.
Right.
And then the episode that Sarah directed, I will pull up.
Or wrote.
Or not wrote, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes, wrote. We've got a lot of returning writers this season, which is
That's
great.
good.
100 Weight of Stones, which is Claire and Lord John get married, they have their grief sex, and then their amazing pillow talk. Claire. Someone has the audacity to suggest that Claire should be a spy.
Come on now.
Ian and Rachel have some mushy conversations, and then Rob is like, "Hey, spooked you. I didn't actually travel in time," and Bree knocks him out with dance. And then Jamie shows up and is not dead, and Claire and Lord John are both so happy, and then whoopsie William finds out that Jamie's his dad,
right.
and has his little meltdown.
Right. So what we're saying is the people that wrote and directed this episode have dealt with Outlander before,
and they brought their A game.
It showed.
They brought their A game. There is exactly one element in that episode that doesn't work, and it feels like someone made them put it in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
fucking get it out of the way.
Yes, let's.
The Faith storyline. I really fervently hope that this is it.
I want to go into my notes.
Okay. Please do.
storyline.
Please consult the notes.
I drew 2 circles with little darker circles inside them that are both up at the top of the circles, and then 2 arrows indicating a circular motion. And that was the best I could do to convey how hard I was rolling my eyes.
Yeah.
It's so unnecessary.
It doesn't make any sense, and it feels, I was saying to Allison earlier, it feels like a sinkhole of a plot, like they're going to fall into it and then it's just going to fuck everything else up. And why, if it doesn't happen in the books, why would they why would they create this? I just don't like it.
It's
whatever.
What Diana does really well is she finds a way to say, like, yes, weird metaphysical shit is happening. A, don't think about it too hard, and B, here are all the feelings you should have about it. But it's ambiguous. Right? Like, you don't know. Is it that Jamie really feels that on one side of him, when he goes into every battle, he has Murtaugh's ghost, and on the other side he has Gilf's ghost? Like and once Ian dies,
blessed sandwich,
he starts feeling like Ian is behind his shoulder or whatever. Like, that happens. They talk about that a lot. Or like Jamie will have dreams that he feels like are about Frank, or he sort of like hallucinates him in a fire, and like shit like that happens, right? All the time. It's not irregular. Spooky, ooky shit is a part of the series. Why on earth would you ever think that pinning down specifics makes it more interesting?
Yeah.
It's opposite.
Yeah. It feels like a shutter, like it narrows your opportunity, it narrows your ability to tell the story, because then the tendrils get into all the other plots, and fuck shit up in a way that's not. It's just. It's the stupid time travel of it all, like on purpose. A choice that didn't have to be made, frankly. That being said, Claire straight up kills a guy right away.
Yes. I mean, listen.
I'm there for that.
I would rather that Claire had a better, more interesting, because she actually, if we're talking about the character, I can think of few better excuses for Claire to straight up murder a man than you killed my child I didn't know was alive.
Right.
Like, great. Good. You need me to help bury the body? I'm there.
Let's go.
Right? Mm-hmm. But from a narrative standpoint, you don't need to work that hard to give Claire an excuse to fucking gut a fish. You know what I mean? Like, we could have, if you wanted to open the series, the final season, with Katrina Balfe straight up showing off the skills she learned from her Scottish Terminator husband's buddies back in season 1.
Yeah.
You can find other reasons.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be, my ghost daughter wasn't a ghost. Like, what? Why?
It's always been kind of our general main complaint with this show over time, is that it just sometimes feels like the ambiguity and the thought processes of a reader or an audience are never like trusted, or it just sometimes feels like that.
Not since like it's gotten steadily worse since season 3.
Yeah. So this is just a continuation of that, and I don't really care about this storyline. I care about little Fanny.
Yeah.
She's looking cute. She's about to have a whole new life.
That actress had the full Stranger Things, where she looks all of a sudden,
way
she looked
older.
like she was about 6, and now she looks like she's about 16.
Yeah, she looks older.
Yeah.
But she gets to move into the beautiful house. She gets her own bedroom. She gets to look at a book that has a fucking telephone in it. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
But yeah, the funniest thing that came from it is that now it has been confirmed that Willie did fuck his niece. Right?
Yes.
Somebody said it in the chat, and I lost my mind. It's true.
Right.
I believe we talked about that on the pod.
His father's daughter was the mother of the girl that he fucked.
Yes. So his aunt was the mother of the girl that he fucked. His half aunt, I guess, is what you would say, or whatever that is, when it's only half the bloodline.
No. It would be his half sister, right? Jamie's kid.
Yes, Jamie's
Faith
kid
was Jamie's kid.
half sister.
Yes. So half sister and then niece, because half sister's kid.
Yes.
So yes, he fucked his niece.
So here's to you, Outlander. I just think, I really hope that they just kind of wrap this up and let Fanny live her life. Let's go. It's cool. She's on the ridge. Let's keep moving.
She's got great hair. She's got that little capelet.
Yeah, she's looking good. And let's go
hoping
on.
we can move on.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. Because I'll tell you what, Katrina Balfe and Sam Heughan have gotten
so good,
and they're both great in this episode. And that episode has a distinct sheen of, aren't you all glad we're professionals?
Yes.
I'm doing my job very well right now.
Yeah.
But there's no like special sauce behind it. And it doesn't mean they're bad performances. They are excellent performances that they are contractually obligated to fulfill. Right? Just for that first scene and a little bit of the one where they're talking about it afterwards. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think Katrina had any problem being like, ching, whoop, right?
Yeah. She did straight stab that guy right in the kidney.
And then
Harvard. Anyway, I would like to call out though that scene that is kind of they kind of button ended and beginning with scenes of Claire and Jamie just having like normal conversations as a married couple in a bedroom, and I love that shit.
About completely abnormal things.
Yes, completely abnormal things, but as a couple would just have a conversation.
Yeah, as people who have been married for
forever.
decades would have an important conversation,
and
if their marriage is healthy.
It's so good. Like those scenes are so good when they have the time to just really connect and talk to each other. So even though it was part of the Fanny storyline, I really did like that scene of them at the beginning.
Once they get past, can this really be true?
Yes.
Is it? But once they're just talking about their feelings and shit.
Yes. But the last one is better. The one at the end of the episode.
I can't wait to talk about that
one. Yeah, bye.
Okay. So the rest of the episode, we've basically we're traveling back to and then arriving at the Ridge with a little dollop of print shop. We'll talk about print shop. Mm-hmm. So we'll check
Savannah.
Savannah. Nana. Sorry, it's been in my head all day. So we'll talk Savannah. We'll talk Ridge. We'll talk Bree and Roger's return.
Perfect. So Savannah is where Claire and Jamie kill the dude. So we're already there.
Yes, and that is, I think, where the print shop is.
Yes. We do see Marcelly and Fergus and their passel of children, and I do enjoy the word passel and really like using it, and it's really only germane in this moment. Just kidding. But anyway, they're all doing good. They're in Savannah. They're running the print shop. Fergus has a wee little sedition problem.
Yeah.
But hey.
He seems like he's doing really well. Yeah. His skin is clear. His hair is shiny.
He's fighting for a cause he truly believes in.
Yeah. He's still doing that great. Damn boy, you are still doing that great accent work of like, I am French. Right?
That's right.
Like,
so Marcelly is
I should
beaming.
Say I owe a great debt to ye.
Freaking Marcelly's beaming. Her children are healthy and funny and rambunctious.
And her hair looks
She looks good. And they're living just a beautiful family life together.
She's so excited to see her ma.
I wonder what will happen. But anyway,
what
for
could
right
go
now,
wrong?
Yeah, for right now, they're blessed and highly favored.
Yes, they are publishing a relatively objective newspaper and a bunch of sneaky, seditious pamphlets in British-occupied Savannah.
That's right.
Where Fergus makes a point of telling us, I've got Fraser over my door. I've got the people who liberated Savannah were Highlanders, and I.
They heard me.
Fine. Yeah.
So they're doing good. But you know who else is in Savannah? Lord John Grey.
Oh, nah.
You know who else is in Savannah? Willie.
Yeah. Little Willie won't go home.
Willie is a mess.
Oh, he's
ladies.
not doing well.
He is just gone down that road of just being a whiny little
It has
bitch.
apparently been about a year. No, I guess it has to have been about 9 months based on the state of Rachel. Or 8-ish months. Willie says last year. So we're dealing with like at least a 6-month time jump here. Mm-hmm. And he has apparently been sent on a quest to get drunk and do revenge. Not sent on a quest. He has sent himself on a quest to get drunk and do revenge.
He wants to find that asshole Richardson.
Yeah.
Which we all do.
It is clear that the person he most blames for Jane's death is himself, but Richardson is a hot second. Mm-hmm. And Willie, I say again, get therapy.
Yes.
The chandeliers shouldn't have to pay for this.
Yeah, your dad is not your therapist. But there's Lord John being his therapist while holding a baby.
And doing some excellent parenting.
He looks cute holding a baby.
Yes.
And that baby is very cute.
Oh, they found the cutest baby in all of Scotland.
Yes, it's very Gerber. Mm-hmm. And that baby turns out to be his nephew, right?
It's his nephew Ben, Willie's cousin Ben, apparently shortly before he died, met a woman named Amaranthus, and they got married and they had a very cute baby. Mm-hmm.
And then Ben unfortunately died.
Yeah, and then Ben died of jail fever, which is what you catch once you've seen Elvis do Jailhouse Rock.
Funny, I was told that was the clap. So here's sad ass Willie puking into a vase over the couch arm. Cute baby.
But he also gets brought in by a cutie patootie of a little British officer who I swear to God is giving Lord John Grey hard eyes. So
I love you, Lord John.
I'm just saying, you can hit that.
So Willie's like, wait, she told you she had Ben's baby? How do we know? Who is this bitch? And then there she is. And so this situation has already started off as enemies. I have a little feeler this is going to be an old romance sometime soon.
Are you saying that enemies to lovers is a familiar trope?
Yeah. I do believe that old Willie and Amaranthus will end up knocking boots. But she is quite a spitfire. I will admit that when Lord John was telling the story, I was like, how does he know?
I mean, I think it is a reasonable thing to be suspicious about because crazy shit happens in wartime.
All the time.
What Lord John's point was not that Willie was wrong to be suspicious, because sometimes you just got to be suspicious. Be suspicious. Okay. Just business. That Willie was a real dick about it.
He was a dick. He was aggressive and mean and stupid.
Yes.
So Amaranthus and her cute baby abscond to the gazebo. And then we have a really good scene with Lord John. He gives a
great pep talk, the gist of which is along the lines of, maybe you should stop thinking about how not to do the thing you don't want to do and instead think about what you want to do. And Willie goes, but how can I know what to do when I don't know who I am?
Get it together.
Hey, Daddy, do you know how you renounce a title? And we're like, oh, have we discovered hereditary monarchy is cursed? No, I just have big feelings about the fact that I'm a bastard.
And Lord John's like barely keeping it together and just like, here, drink this egg. But Lord John talks him out of it, and basically a little tough love from Lord John at the very end, which is like, get it to fucking together. Like, he kind of gives him the old
because
1-2.
Whether you are a Fraser or a Ransom or a Grey, you were just a big fucking asshole.
Yeah, so
you don't deserve any of those names.
So go fix it. So Willie has to go apologize to Amaranthus, which is correct. And they're kind of cute together.
There's a little spark. I agree. Our boy Charlie Vandervaart, he did a great job. Yeah. He's and you know what? He looks more like Sam Heughan when he's all dirty and like stubbly and shit. Mm-hmm. It's a good resemblance. Mm-hmm. When he's all cleaned up, he looks more like David Barry because they made a baby together. We go save our son. Oh, I guess that's Lord John. Go save our son.
So yeah, cool. That's
it is Jamie, because Jamie has to stay, and then it's Wien and Lord John who go. So it is go save our son.
Yes, it is. So that's kind of where we're at with the Savannah plot. We're gonna see more from Willie and Amaranthus, no shit. And when we're blessed, we will see more of Lord John.
Yeah. We've also found out that Julie's favorite overhead shot is of Savannah. So.
Yeah. Well, I really did think it obviously a harbor town, and I don't know why my mind automatically assumes northeastern seaboard.
Oh my God.
What?
There's a bar in this harbor town, and she works bringing whiskey down. The sailors Amaranthus, you're a fine girl. Yeah. What a good wife you apparently were.
But your life, your love, and your baby
are a fake. No, I don't know. Sorry, Amaranthus. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.
Okay. So thank you, Savannah. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And then Jamie, Claire, and Fanny get back to the Ridge in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And they find out that Wien has
Frankenstein them a house,
meticulously gathering all the leftover wood from the fire of the original big house and bringing it together to build
and the barn. They're cannibalizing the barn.
Yeah, which is,
or I guess the
correct.
stable. The steeple,
which is correct though. I mean, you got all that wood, use it. But like I'm obsessed with the fact that the inside of that house smells like fire.
Yeah.
It smells like smoke. Anyway, but it's very nice. And Ian and everybody on the Ridge has done a really good job. It's a beautiful home.
It sounds like all of the neighbors pitched in to build them an unnecessarily large house. Oh, except for not unnecessarily coming in hot in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
But they have a lovely reunion with Rachel and Ian, and eventually with Lizzie and her two husbands, and their parcel of kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all beautiful, and Fanny is very delighted by
my new life.
Yeah, all of it. And she's like, wait, a place to put my own clothes? A door for Fanny?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. It's very sweet. And Wien is nice to Fanny. And yeah. Anyway, Fanny is very like, wood? Is that wood? For me? All for me?
And then we find out that as part of the house plans, which it should be, they built Claire a new surgery. And
also
it's
a beautiful spiral staircase, like an oldsy-timesy spiral staircase,
with
not a
big
fancy one.
Heart window.
That was my favorite part of the design. Yeah.
So the house is beautiful. She's got a new surgery, but you know what she doesn't have is all of her fucking salves and ointments and shit.
She needs them on hand because Rachel is like super duper pregnant.
Yeah, about to pop. Yeah. So Claire and Jamie head to what I guess is downtown Fraser's Ridge now.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to call it?
Historic Fraser's Ridge.
The square. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a whole thing.
It was Hiram Crombie's trading post, only now there's like a whole bunch of little businesses around it. Mm-hmm. Because Mr. Crombie has got himself a new business partner, and his name is Cunningham. Captain Cunningham.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he seems like a smart guy.
He's a natty dresser.
Yeah, and conversationalist, very kind of like frank and open, and and then Jamie doesn't know enough. Immediately Jamie is like, who's this guy?
Let's go for a walk, buddy.
Let's go for a walk. Claire? And Claire's like, yeah, go on. I got to talk to Crombie about my shit. I'm busy. And so Jamie goes out for a walk with Captain Cunningham. And we find out that Captain Cunningham was a redcoat.
Yes.
But he also resigned his commission just like Jamie. So I think Jamie kind of like lets it lie at that. And it's like, we've both seen the horrors of war. What's up, brother?
He does. You can watch. It's a good Sam moment. You can watch him go from, what the fuck did you just say to me? To, okay, good point. To, all right, maybe.
Okay. But I got my eye on you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But you should go Google how many people it fucking killed. Just saying.
Just look it up.
Just saying.
It's nothing but question marks.
So there's a bit of a détente.
Yeah.
It's a good scene, though. That actor, pull up that actor's name.
He did a really good job. So we know that we have a new family living up there, and he built himself a little house that he shows. It's such a cute little cabin up on the other ridge.
Oh, and it's very important to note, he lives, with his mama.
He lives with his mother in the tiny house, and I don't need to see that Learning Channel show. But
He's a confirmed bachelor.
is he really?
That's as they say.
Mm-hmm. So, but now we got some new, a little new frisson on the ridge. Who's this guy? What's his bag? Okay, cool. Cunningham. And Allison's looking him up.
His name is Kieran Bew.
Kieran Bew. Good job.
B-E-W. Boo.
Bew.
He was also on House of the Dragon.
Okay.
For those of you who watched that, he played Hugh on House of the Dragon. I did not watch that, so I can't say anything about that. It looks like he does a bunch of podcast work for Doctor Who, which is cool. That's not a world I have ventured into, despite my fondness for that fictional universe, but I have not wandered in there. And he was also in a single episode of Doctor Who, but I do not know the name of that character. Beowulf returned to the Shield Lands.
Perfect.
He's just been working a really long time.
Okay. Well, so we got a new guy on the ridge. Cool.
Oh, Bletchley Circle. Oh, Clerk on Train in Bletchley Circle. Not as interesting.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but fine. So we got another smart guy on the ridge.
And little downtown Fraser's Ridge seems to be thriving.
Very much so. There's a thriving farmer's market, fresh produce.
They also see Amy McCallum. I should mention
Oh,
this.
yeah, that's right.
Amy McCallum, who is no longer McCallum. She is now Hugh Lindsay, I believe. And she's still got her kids with her, and they have a very pleasant
That's good.
hello.
Yeah.
I'm
Remember when
pretty
she was
sure-
really hot for Roger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure nothing bad is ever going to happen to her.
Oh, okay. Great. So the fucking town is the town. And Claire and Jamie are kind of like surprised, right? They're like, wow, I can't believe all this has happened. This is incredible. Look at our beautiful house. Okay, we're going to go back up to the ridge and look around some more. And then Lizzie shows up. Bees.
Yeah.
And psst, psst, there's the bees. And they take the apiary outside and they're talking about it with Lizzie. Give her a hug. Baby Claire. One of those babies, his name is Claire. Mm-hmm. And then scene is over. Turn around. What?
I don't want to skip this. There is
What?
also another little scene I want to call out, which is we get another great Claire and Jamie have a conversation scene. Only this time it's like smushy, mushy feelings talk.
Oh, yeah.
But it's Claire is standing in the window and Sam Heughan has this lovely monologue about how she looks just like she did the night I put faith in you, or the night we made faith. Which, blah, 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 faith storyline. But it's mostly like, you were I think it's the night you told me you loved me, and blah-de, blah-de, blah. It was just really lovely.
And I could feel my sperm shooting inside you, and I knew one of those was a baby.
Yes.
It's kind of like that.
Lightly psychic.
But a little bit sexier talk.
Yes. It was we called it soft sexual content.
Soft sexual content.
Yeah. It was dreamy. It was dreamy little scene.
So they're settling in.
But Claire and Jamie are getting used to life back on the ridge, doing this, doing a little of this, doing a little
checking in on the bees.
I'm checking in the bees, and all of a sudden they hear somebody yell, "Hello, the house!" And they both go, "What?" And turn around, and the scene that I thought, that I honestly hoped was going to be the final scene of this season, even though it would have meant a lot less Bree and Roger content, which would have been a bummer. But I hoped that we were going to end the series with Claire and Jamie running down the hill, is how it happens in the book. They've just had a tough conversation about, it doesn't matter, Jamie murdering a guy, of course, and then one of many. Which one? Who knows? Can't remember. Can't keep track.
All the way down.
Yeah, but they hear Hello the house. They turn around and they see Bree and Roger and the kids coming up the hill toward them in like old sea-timesy traveling clothes, and they both like feel their hearts crack open in joy and start. The language, I wish I could quote it specifically because it's one of my favorite pieces of writing in this series, but is about them like running headlong down the hill toward their family.
Oh.
And the way that she wrote it and that it was narrated by our queen was just really beautiful. But but she captured this feeling of like, I'm so overcome by joy that I'm going to just sort of let myself fly. Like let myself go physically and just throw myself at this person that I love. And it just is like a joyful tumbling sort of. It's a great writing. Anyway, so we see that scene and it is wonderful. It was so nice. Bree's wig is not great. It's the only wig in this episode that I thought wasn't excellent.
Yeah, fucking Claire and Jamie's wigs are amazing.
Her later wig is great, but this one is not great.
She just came through the rocks.
Mandy is enormous now. Mandy is fully 36.
Yeah. She's very big. And her doll is looking like straight out of 1982.
Yes, which at least it's soft and not plastic.
Right.
Yeah, that doll has definitely seen some shit.
The doll's eyes are crazy. And I just asked Allison when we were watching it, I was like, couldn't they just bring something else? And then she made the excellent point of, what are you going to tell that kid that's about to travel through time that they can't bring their doll? At least it doesn't have plastic on it, as you said. No plastic.
Yeah.
But still, come on.
At least it's not a fucking Tamagotchi. You know what I mean?
She didn't bring a cell phone with her.
Speak and spell.
Say it.
A light bright.
So here,
one of those little telephones with a face.
Yes, or the little popcorn lawnmower thing.
Yeah.
So
a Barbie dream house.
Just through the rocks. Can you imagine her walking up to the ridge, little Mandy trying to hold on to her Barbie dream house?
You can bring any toy you want, but you have to carry it yourself. Okay, mommy.
No problem. So Bree, Roger, Jimmy, and Mandy are...
What about, hold on, because I want to do with those books too, but real quick, what are the most ridiculous toys that you could think you could bring to the ridge? I'm voting, obviously, Barbie Dreamhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, let's say moon shoes. Do you remember moon shoes?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And for number 3, we'll say one of those Hot Wheels tracks.
Furby.
With the Furby is good.
Furby is it. Because you turn that thing on in front of Jamie Fraser and game on. He will destroy it. He
loves animals.
But I think that if he took one look at that abomination,
he'd go, who is this wee creature? Is this Michael Mouse?
Oh, no.
That's how you get sued for copyright infringement, Jamie.
But you know what? It shouldn't be Furby. If we're going to try to stay in the same time period, it should be Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh my God. No, Teddy Ruxpin, you do shoot on sight.
Teddy Ruxpin should not be suffered to live.
Jamie has already encountered a talking bear once before, and he murdered that guy in his bare hands. His bare hands.
You saw how that went down. Watch out, Teddy Ruxpin. So they're back.
Yeah.
Yay, the whole family's on the ridge. This is awesome. So Bree also brought some shit through the stones with her. Uh-huh. She brought a couple of books. First of all, she brought Goodnight Moon because
first was Merc Manual.
Oh yeah, Merc Manual for Claire,
which Larissa, friend of the show, Larissa, helpfully told us in the Patreon chat is bullshit.
So a not very useful medical book. Although back then maybe it would have been. Any kind of medical book, probably she would have been happy.
Oh, sure. But maybe let's maybe find a better text.
Yeah, try something new. But then
Jamie does quote it, and the advice he pulls from it is don't eat shit. So
that's pretty funny. So Roger brings, or Roger and Bree bring Jamie a copy of Lord of the Rings. You guys, why is it a paperback?
Why is it a paperback of all 3 books? Here's what I think. This is where we sort of settled because we were discussing this in the live stream too. So I think when selecting a book for time travel, you need one of 2 factors in one category, and that is portability versus durability. So you bring 3 paperbacks for The Lord of the Rings and 1 for The Hobbit. And we're talking about portability, also hideability,
yes.
Right? The lightest weight, the smallest size, and also, hide it in something else. You can make one of those book boxes where there's a big book and then the little book inside the book.
Perfect.
Right?
The Russian nesting doll of books.
Yes. Or durability, hardcover. Right? Not a fucking paperback. And then sure, have it be all one. Because it's going to be heavy no matter what. And 1 hardcover is going to be lighter than 4 hardcovers. But also...
for softbacks.
You bring the fucking... No, I'm saying you don't want to substitute 4 hardcovers for 1 hardcover.
No.
Right? Because I'm assuming that he's also reading The Hobbit. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 hardcovers versus 1 hardcover. You go with 1 hardcover. But if you're doing paperback, you want multiple. So you can easily transport them and also easily hide them. And lighter weight. So, That's one. Then you want deniability.
Yes.
This was Julie's big addition.
You got to have the hardback because that's the only books that exist back then. So if you're going to have books in your house and people come in and see books in your house, they goddamn well better be hardback because don't be having fucking soft, floppy ass Lord of the Rings with be like, how is this European?
Yeah.
So anyway, they bring back these books and then they bring back Goodnight Moon, which just blithely mentions the telephone on the first page.
That is also a paperback.
Yeah, with a lot of very modern looking drawing in it.
Yes, which like again, if you're gonna bring that book back, first of all, bring a fucking hardcover, and second, you could even bring a board book.
Yeah,
maximum durability. Jesus, amateurs.
So,
but the in the room was a telephone.
Yeah, and then nobody reacts.
And nobody goes, I'm sorry, a what?
Nobody reacted to it. No one. And it's kind of like maybe Claire is just gotten to the point where she's like, fuck it. I don't care anymore.
I can't stop. I mean, it makes sense why Jamie doesn't ask because he knows, right? They've talked about phones. Mm-hmm. So maybe the only person in the room who doesn't know what a telephone is Fanny, and Fanny is too busy just going, look at the pretty drawings.
Yes, and
to
also,
even notice.
I have a bedroom. So,
oh
okay,
God.
Fanny can be forgiven.
Yes.
And then the piece de resistance is a book written by Frank called The Soul of a Rebel. And it's about Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie apparently immediately goes to the index and checks how many times. No, he starts reading the book. And first of all, Brianna says she has not read it. Mm-hmm. Claire is obviously shocked. Jamie is like, well, obviously I'm going to read this because it's The Soul of a Rebel, the Scottish roots of the American Revolution, which is oddly specific, Frank.
Obsessed much?
Yeah. When I think about you, I think about what a piece of shit you are. And then Jamie goes, that's funny. I don't think about you at all.
That's exactly how it would go.
Anyway, not true, actually. Jamie actually thinks about Frank a lot. Okay. So we've got some questionable choices otherwise, but The Soul of a Rebel does seem like maybe that's a pretty good book to bring back. A, hardcover.
Yes.
B, probably useful if a historian has been digging into your life that hasn't happened yet. You might want to know that. So in my favorite scene of the episode, easy, no contest. And we can wrap up book talk with this, right? And then we can go back to, okay. Claire and Jamie are in their bedroom. And this is the scene Julie mentioned earlier, which just married people having a conversation where Claire sits down and Jamie says, you didn't tell me that Frank Randall looks exactly like Black Jack. And you can see Claire, it's a great Katrina moment. You can see Claire kind of go, oh, holy shit, I guess I didn't. Wow, I haven't thought about that in a really long time. Of course he wouldn't have known that. You can see all of this go over her face. And then, oh God, that was probably pretty shitty of me. Oh no. Why did I do that? Oh, right, because that would have really fucked him up. Right, okay. And then, yeah, wow. And you can see all of that go over her face. And then they have a very adult conversation where Jamie is clearly a little hurt and freaked out. And Claire is not like ever, first of all, never defensive.
No.
And second, like not really that apologetic, but she is as well. But it's more like I reacted rationally to an unbelievably strange situation. And like, I can tell that was a mistake and I should have told you, but also
I made the wrong decision. Yeah.
But it felt like the right decision in the moment, and here's why. And they both just sort of then let it go, right?
Yeah.
Like they work through a thorny moment and then move on because they've worked through it. It's great. It's great, great, great. And then is followed by Jamie saying, okay, so was Frank Randall trustworthy? And Claire's like, most of the time he was fucking around, but I was married to you at the time. So what can you do? Mostly he was pretty trustworthy. And, certainly, I think she would say in a book that he dedicated to his daughter would definitely be honest because
my
otherwise,
dearest Deadeye.
It's very cute. Because that would be pretty fucked up if he was like, I'm going to fuck with your other dad through space and time. Mm-hmm. In a book I dedicated to you. So he says, oh, well, it's about the Scottish roots of the American Revolution. And so far, he's mentioned me 14 times. And you can see all of the fucking, it's great Katrina moment. You can see all of the color drain out of her face. And she's like, what? And it turns out that the research that Frank was doing before he died, which Claire didn't know about, was specifically about this time period and presumably a lot of highly specific research about Jamie. Mm-hmm. And then he published it, or like they published it posthumously, but it must have been in the works to begin with, right? And then Brianna brought it back through time. And Jamie says, well, turns out there's going to be a battle here in about a year, and a guy named Jamie Fraser is going to die at the Battle of Kings Mountain. Bada-boom.
End of episode.
Also, as a part of that scene, we get, obviously, the most important moment of the entire episode for me and Julie, which was a single line of Tobias Menzies' dialogue.
Oh, thank God. It was like a refreshing oasis.
It was. I got chills over my whole body, truly.
I love him.
And it's not, that it is a little bit like, here are some scraps. But honestly, it was very well deployed. And I didn't actually need more.
No. And the way that it was directed with Claire coming up and putting her hand on his shoulder, but you can't see her face while he's speaking, that was very good too.
Yes, yeah.
Because it was a kind of like uncomfortable flashback for Jamie just there for a second. I don't know. It was very well done.
Yeah,
but anyway,
well
thank
directed,
you for your work, Tobias.
well written. A great little moment for the fans of Tobias, which is all of us, right?
Yes.
And then, and yeah, just great all around. Is easily the highlight of the episode for me. Mm-hmm. But there's some other good stuff. Namely, we get Jamie and Brianna hiking through the woods and talking about what happened with Rob Cameron and what Jamie is going to do about it. Mm-hmm. Basically, like,
go kill all the Camerons.
He's about to learn how to time travel. Brianna, does your engineering allow you to build a time machine?
Can you do it in a way that I could go through?
It's my turn.
Terrifying.
I've got certain skills. Anyway, they also stumble across some men who have been lynched who have the letters GR burned into their foreheads, it looks like.
So they are British loyalists.
Which is George Rex. So King George. So yes, so that's, Jamie says, there are shit heels on both sides, basically.
And now it's like right by their house.
Yeah.
Right. So now the war has
not
come.
Not imposing at all.
Right. Now the war has come to the ridge.
And speaking of war coming to the ridge, there's the other scene that I want to make sure we call out is...
She is not a pleasant person.
No.
So this is Mrs. Cunningham. We talked about Captain Cunningham earlier at the trading post and his cute little tiny house that he lives in with his mother. This is his mother.
Elspeth Cunningham, according to IMDb.
Elspeth Cunningham.
Played by Frances Tomelty, who did such a good job that I straight up forgot to check who played that role until right now, because it just sort of seemed like she emerged from the woods.
Yes, she did. Anyway, she's just kind of a prim old woman dressed all in black, dour kind of thing. She comes up to the ridge with a package.
Oh, hey!
What was she in?
I'm assuming it's season 2 of Karen Perry. She is in the first 3 episodes of season 2 of Karen Perry.
Cool.
So
well, we look forward to seeing you in that. She marches her ass up to the big house to give them a package from her son. Whatever.
It's the bark that Claire needs to make the tonic for Lizzie when she's got the shivies.
Yeah. So
from the old malaria.
The malaria, that's right. So the old woman sees Mandy on the porch and asks her basically, is your father home? And then Mandy gonna Mandy. Mandy sasses. And Mandy's like, I don't like you.
She 100% is giving baby Roger energy, only instead of saying, can I have a biscuit? She's saying, go to hell and never come back again.
So she kind of just is mean to this old lady a little bit.
She's friendly. She says, "I want to talk to your dad," and she says,
"Why?
I don't know why." This is Minute, or whatever her doll's name is. She introduces her doll, right? A sure sign of friendship.
Yes, and then this old lady turns it down.
Yeah, and this old lady is like, "You are a very impertinent child. Where's your dad, you little whelp?" And Mandy is basically like, "Hey, you suck."
And Claire starts to kind of overhear this from a little bit further away in the yard. She comes over, Jamie comes out, and it's right after.
So then at one point, our girl straight up says, "You're the Wicked Witch of the West." And then fly away on your broomstick.
Yes.
And then she gets slapped by a complete stranger.
Yeah.
Which is
not cool.
Literally the basis of an entire fucking mini series that was first Australian and then US, where somebody slapped somebody else's kid, and they made an entire show about the aftermath. So this is not a light offense.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And Claire and Jamie are like, "What the fuck, old broad?"
Yeah.
And then she leaves the bark and flounces off.
After she says, "I believe you are all going to hell," and then walks away. And then they figure out, because it's the bark, "My son told me to bring you this." She's like, "Oh, wait, that's Mama Cunningham."
Yeah. So this woman is living in that cute little tiny house with this guy that Jamie already has put a pin in.
Yeah.
It was giving me big Christy energy a little bit.
And to tie one more thing into that, we get a great little interaction between Rob and Jamie where they talk about some other things, but it concludes with Jamie saying like, "Hey, well, if you feel like maybe going and introducing yourself to everybody, you could maybe pay extra attention to this one guy and let me know what you could learn about him." And Roger's like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot what living on Fraser's Ridge is like.
I forgot I'm your spy."
Yeah. I forgot that we're all in your militia.
Yeah.
Your secret militia of just people who are related to you, but who will help you murder people and then bury the bodies.
Yes.
Your pack of serial killers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a cult.
Yeah.
What it is.
It's fucking, and it's thriving.
The fucking Fraser family. They're a fucking cult. A cult to Jamie, who is a one-man cult to Claire.
There were at least 2 costumes we wanted to call out.
I had 3 because we had a mutual one.
Okay.
And then we each had individual. So let's do our individual first.
Okay. Mine is when Claire and Jamie get back to the Ridge for the first time and see Rachel for the first time, fucking 9 months pregnant, just about to drop a baby out. She comes out and she's wearing this beautiful quilted pink kind of tunic, pregnancy tunic,
likely
vest,
peplum-y.
Yeah, and it's been like quilted, like Anyway, it was very impressive, and the way that it was made for a pregnant body was so cool. So I really liked it. It
looked
costume.
Very warm, but not
bulky.
Yeah, and very practical.
Yes.
Like clearly took a lot of care to make, but it looked like a really durable, useful garment. Mm-hmm. I loved that one too. Mine that I want to call out is Claire wears this beautiful robe.
Oh yeah.
In that final scene, it's like a lot of her clothes in the last couple seasons is lightly menswear inspired. Like it looks like a smoking jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like something your husband would wear. And I mean that as high praise. Neil is a stylish dude. Mm-hmm. I love this direction they've taken with her, where she's got these coats that all look a little bit like men's coats, and then she'll have these like very rugged, lots of like leather mixed with textiles, practical clothing that is tailored often like menswear. It's great. It's giving Boogie Bugle Boy.
Yes, it is.
And lightly, and it's great. Yes, I loved a lot of the Claire costuming in this episode, and also honorable mention to Fanny's little knitted capelet.
It was so cute, and with the little matching hat and the
gloves.
capelet.
Yeah, you can just tell that. Actually, it was probably Jamie knitted that for her,
right,
because Jamie is the knitter in the family. Yeah, click it.
And you know what? He did have a long trip that we completely skipped over from New Jersey to Georgia to make it. So
he had plenty of time. Yeah, plenty of time. He probably only had to kill like 5 different people on the way.
Right.
That leaves so much free time. Yeah,
light work.
That's a light day.
And then the other one we both agree was Bree and Jamie on their hunt in the woods. Those 2 costumes together were so beautiful.
One of my favorite costuming moments of the whole series, I think. It's really subtle, but first of all, from a distance, the colors all look a little more season 7 blue-y, and then you get up and it's like gray and like a brown or black leather. But it looks so cool, and they look so similar, and the color story is the same, but they're kind of inverse, like where Jamie will be wearing the lighter color, Bree will have the darker color, and vice versa. But they're so obviously a matched pair.
Oh yeah.
And it's without it being cutesy or like hitting you over the head with it. They just look like they belong together.
Yes.
And it's and it really is reflective of that attitude that they call out in the previously on when they played the clip of Roger saying, it's not a question of where we belong, it's a question of when. Because it really is clear that like this is where Brianna belongs, and the clothing is telling us that. Like the things that they're wearing and how it relates them to their surroundings and the people around them. It's clearly where they belong. And that was, in particular, that scene. They both looked so beautiful, too. And the setting was beautiful. But yeah, those costumes that's like right up there with when we first started getting those touches of Ian combining his clothes. And Claire's Paris fashion. Like, I would put it in that category.
It's just really high level.
And it's so subtle. Yeah.
And I know that we've been doing this for a long time, and we do put a premium on this because I think a lot of times people don't really pay as much attention to costumes, but when they're done well, and they are done very well in this show, they really do help tell the story. Just like Allison just said, like you can see this pairing of Jamie and Brianna's. It's telling you something. You're learning something. It's actually weirdly furthering the plot for you a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's such a hard thing to do well, and this show has always done it. So I'm excited to see more excellence in costuming. And now we don't have to have all the war shit as much, or like we're not on the battleground as much, so it's not all, soldier uniforms. Yeah. So we're going to see a little bit more variance there, and I'm excited for that for the rest of the season.
I want Dr. Denny to come back.
Oh my God. I always want Dr. Denzel. I look at him. He enters the room. The fashion level has increased by 200%.
Yes.
He's the most fashionable person.
Give the people what they want.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that we want to call out?
No, I thought it was an enjoyable episode. I'm excited to be back and talking about it. I really do hope the Faith storyline is kind of done.
Me too. I, again, liked basically everything here but the Faith episode, but the ending was that 1-2 punch of here's a really good, very subtle, let these two actors who've now been working together for a fucking decade cook and just do their thing, and then this like more fun, plot driven, lightly cliffhangery reveal of what's in the book and Jamie's response to it. Like, that was top tier Outlander for me. I'm feeling very optimistic about the season if this is the level we're starting at.
It's great.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you.
The question I wanted to ask you at my wrap up question is, you are about to touch a dick rock and travel back in time.
Okay.
I'm assuming they'll all be hardcovers, but what 3 books would you bring?
Oh my God. What a hard question. One of them would probably be The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. I love that book so much.
I'm so glad.
Recency bias, maybe, but it's just such a good book. And she's such a badass. Agatha Christie, come through. At least one Agatha Christie book, probably Roger Ackroyd.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's one. I don't really have... The only book I've ever read more than once, I don't know that I would want to take a hard copy of it with me. I don't know.
Well, keep in mind that you would also be taking it back to share. So that's a factor too.
Oh, taking it back to share. Okay.
Or for usefulness.
Okay. Cool. So we've got an Agatha Christie for funsies.
For just you. Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean also to other
share,
people, but for you.
Fun, fiction, great.
Yes.
If we're going to take a manual of some kind or some sort, it would have to be some kind of building engineering book or something that teach me how to build a privy or some shit like that. Yeah. Like how to run your ridge by one James Fraser. So I would take something like that. And then I would probably take maybe a book of poetry. Maybe a book of... I mean, I love Emily Dickinson, but I don't know if that's the only poetry book I would want. I don't know, a collection of poetry, maybe? Different poets?
Oh, that's good.
There you go.
Okay. I'm going to say... Pride and Prejudice.
Okay. Good one.
I'm following a similar pattern to you, though. So maybe I want a different novel. Maybe I want something longer. Maybe Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell.
Okay. That is a kind of a fatty.
A chunker, but really fun read.
Yes, fun to read. Rollicking.
Yes. Although Lord of the Rings is a great choice.
Yeah.
For my useful choice, I would go with some sort of like botanical encyclopedia with an identifying guide, because I've learned something about myself from playing video games, and it's that I, in a situation like this, would absolutely be a foraging motherfucker, but I would be terrified that I would be about to poison myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the guy who discovered beer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the person who's going to take those kind of risks. I'm not eating a mushroom if there's a chance it's going to kill me. So I would want, like, this is what it is. This is what it does. This is what it looks like. This is other things that could look like that are not it, and look for these distinguishing factors. That's what I want.
That's an excellent choice.
Thank you. And then my like wild card. I might also want to do something historical, not for knowing what happens to me, but for using it as kind of like a yellow pages, where you say like, all right, I'm going to Atlanta. I need somewhere safe to stay. And I need to know, like,
what's going on in Atlanta,
right?
Yeah.
So I would be like, okay, this person sounds sane and not like an asshole or a racist or a bigot, right? Mm-hmm. And they have money, and I know enough about them to say like, oh, I'm a friend of your cousin George's.
Right.
Right? And like, worm my way in so I could know people. And then also maybe for like weather or battles, right?
Battles, big
like,
storms.
So not knowing my future, knowing the future, so that
generally
I can avoid things or seek things out.
Perfect.
So maybe like a really good, entertaining American history book. Like a Franklin biography or something, right? Mm-hmm. So you can get that juicy info and learn some things, but also have like a really entertaining time. And then if you ever meet Benjamin Franklin, you could scare the shit out of him.
Yeah, you could.
I know the day you'll die.
Hey, but you know what Ben Franklin would probably be like? Cool, win.
Yeah. You want to sunbathe?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we do it naked here. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Take them off. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we will be back next week with, hold on, let me see what the episode's called.
The second episode, this one's called The Soul of a Rebel. I'm going to say the next one is called Do-Wah Diddy.
Diddy Dum.
I'm just making it up.
Diddy Do. I'm going to predict that it's called Bear Down.
So, is there another bear in my future?
Maybe. Maybe. I both hope so and hope not.
We already see how that's worked out. You got to have faith.
The next episode is faith. Baby. Prophecies. Directed by Katrina Bell.
Oh, excellent.
And written by Barbara Stepanski. And turn your pod off if you don't want to know the little tiny synopsis that they publicize before an episode airs. When a violent tragedy shakes the ridge, the Frasers must lean on their new tenants to make the community whole again.
Okay.
So, dark shit.
Okay.
Dark shit.
Well, I mean, we're never far away from dark shit on this show.
Yes.
All right. So, next week.
And hold on, Barbara Stepanski has written for 15... Oh, that's a lot of story editor. This is somebody who has done a lot of writing for Outlander. She wrote Unfinished Business in season 7, Give Me Liberty in season 6, and then was the story editor on a whole bunch of shit in season 5. So she's been around for a while.
Yep. She knows these folks.
Yep.
Okay, that was great. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Wow. We're back.
We're so back, baby.
We're back again.
Guess who's back?
Oh, my Lord. Well, thank you all so much for listening. For real, though. You can find more information on this and the rest of our shows at podlanderpresents.com. You can also find us on Instagram at PodlanderCast, at Podlander Presents, and at various Instagram handles for all of our various other shows. Our Instagram and website are wrangled by Amelia Ham on the Loose Bazell. All Podlander Presents programming is produced by Allison Shoemaker, Julie Starbird, and Amelia Bazell.
And Amelia Ham on the Loose Bazell,
Producer
baby.
credit. Our editor is Chris Barrett. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Our artwork is by Viv Pickles, aka Laura, and we are, as always, eternally grateful to our drunk Slack moderators, particularly Moderator-in-Chief Jenna Polkowski. You can support the show by going to patreon.com/PodlanderDrunkcast, where you can find all sorts of cool stuff, including access to our Slack, sometimes live watches, early access to episodes, some bonus content, other fun stuff. Anyway, that's patreon.com/PodlanderDrunkcast. You can also support us by leaving a review wherever it is that you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple, wherever. Just give us a review. We'll be so grateful. And in addition to all of those wonderful people who do all of those wonderful things, we want to especially thank the following lovely folks who support us on Patreon.
Out of practice. Rubber baby. Gotta warm up. Let's go down the step. Okay. Mindy Newell, Laura Coach, Mama LT, Brenda, Snazzy Knack, Lisa Brienne, Julia Gulia, Kathleen Martini, KK, Emily Day, Caitlin Reddick, Rachel Akbar, Freckled Fury, Amelia Ham on the Loose Bazell, Liz and Tinkerbell, Amy Gustafson, Rachel Townsend, Kelly Mazzella, Mary the Falling Statue, Tara Lucchino, Mary of the Grapefruit, Kara Marlowe, Queen Elizabeth the Young, Laura aka Viv Pickles, and Kiki the Wise. You guys are the best. Thank you for making it possible for us to do this dumb shit.
Yeah. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.